I got the YouTube pulled up too, so I can see the
Hey,
chatty chat.
everybody. Fiber Spider and Panda back again with another live stream. Yes, our special guest, PandaMoniumExpress. How are you doing today? And how are all of you doing today in YouTube land? Hope everybody's doing good. I don't see any comments yet, but I do see a couple of peepers, a couple of people's
Some
peepering.
peepers. The peepering,
Peepering. Yes, they're
peepering.
peepering.
I love that
But I
peepering.
don't see any comments yet, but but hopefully we'll get there. Hope all of you are doing really well out there. Um, it's just going to be another nice, low key, chill, laid back kind of yarny after dark kind of evening. We'll see. Oh wow, there's already 29. Jeez.
Nice.
That just like Darth Mom, hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hi, hi, hi. So yeah, as per usual, I decided to break out my usual go-to, my granny square blanket. This is my stream blanket. This is, what I'm going to be working on just during the streams. Hello,
I don't
Ola
got nothing.
Joe. What's that?
I don't got nothing.
Well, you could.
Oh, I don't have that kind
Hello,
of focus.
Kelly. Well, I mean, the advantage with the granny is just like it's a total autopilot kind of project. Um, Hello, Sandy. Hello, hello. I mean, you know how to do the granny, right?
Yeah, I'm not very good at it. It's been a long time. I love granny squares, though. I really do. I do like making them.
Well, because I mean, I've said this a million times, and guess what? I'm gonna say it again. Um, Hello, Anne Marie. The reason why I like it is because you're going into the stitch spaces, not into the actual stitches. So, like, once you get to like a certain point and a certain rhythm, you don't even have to look. You know, it's a fabulous thing. Um, Now I see a little button here. It says overlay. Ooh, what's that?
Ooh,
Michael, hi. Hi, Michael.
sup, yo?
It says overlay. I'm gonna see what happens when I hit overlay.
Uh-oh, famous last words. Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
where
we
the
got the
comments
comments.
are. Cool. Okay.
Okay. I mean, it just shrunk us down. But oh, and there's more comments. Yes, Tony is a cutie patootie. Hi, Priscilla and April and Sandy, member for 1 month. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys,
Your
want to
stream
become
is
members,
weird.
it's totally appreciated. Nordstrom, hello. Um, yeah, for all of you members out there, basically how it works is, well, oh, hello, off D Hook. Um, Basically, my little way of saying thank you for being a member is at the ends of the videos, I do a special thanks to all of my members, and like you're in the credits. I mean it's not a big thing, but it's a thing, and it's my way of saying thank you. Um, oh, off the hook, thank you. So it's just it's a thing. It's a stuff. It's a thing. You know. And hello, Leslie. Hope all of you guys are doing really well today. Um, so yeah, just stuff, things, and stuff. Um, Wait, who said that? Urban Yarn. Gary's here.
Gary's here. Hi,
Hello. You
Gary.
know, one
And
of
hi,
you,
everybody else that came in too.
one of these evenings, Gary, I would love to have you on if you are game.
Guys' night. Let's do it. Sorry.
Um, I would love to have you on the panel, if you're ever interested. I don't know if I have your cell phone number, which is how I usually send the notifications, to other people's and so forth that I'm doing a live. I know I have your email around somewhere, but I would love to have you on if you are interested at some point. Hello, Fuzzy Butt. Hello, Tank. I'm just scrolling through. Hi, Carrie.
I can do something with these eyebrows. Oh Lord. Looking at
Actually,
them, they're just.
I had a high school English teacher. Oh, they were like gypsy moth caterpillars. They were crazy sauce.
These things are
Oh,
getting a little
Gary,
out of
it would
control.
be an Gary, it would be an honor to have you on here. Trust me. I would love that.
That would be cool.
I would love that. I mean, usually my
Do it now. Hey, Bonnie.
um, usually the live streams as of the past couple of months or
Hey, you
so.
need help bringing stuff? No.
You okay? Hi. How you doing?
He said, "Hi, how
Over the
you doing?" Hey, just got
last
back from the
couple of
store.
months, it's been, like every other Friday at roughly 7 p.m. Um, roughly-ish. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But when I do, it's on the Fridays where I don't have to work the following morning, so it's more convenient that way. I'm going to take off the overlay. I mean, I hope you guys can see the chats. But that's usually the rough schedule. I've been trying to be good. Hello, Bonnie. I've been trying to be good and consistent. It's a work in progress. Speaking of works in progress, what are all of you guys working on, and what are you working on, Mr. Panda Man?
Um, so I've been for the last, I don't know, several days. I was trying to learn the arrow lace stitch, and I raged out a few times with that darn thing. I had to censor that, and so I think I finally got a handle on it, and I'm trying to do my very first attempt at a pattern. So we will see how all that goes. And no,
Very
Bonnie,
cool.
I am not off tomorrow. I work tomorrow.
Wait, no stream?
No, I'm gonna stream. I mean, she's talking about if I got drinks, so I don't have any drinks tonight because I work tomorrow. I have to be a
Okay.
responsible panda.
Because like your Saturday night streams, I live for those.
No,
I
it's just
do.
me being a chicken.
Thank
That's
you,
it. Just me running
Shasha.
around
Thank
screaming.
you. Yeah.
Hello,
For
everybody
those of
popping in.
for those of you that don't know, yes, pop into PandaMoniumExpress, fabulous game channel. I've got my own channel, Fiber Spider Games, but Pandemonium, he's actually funny. I like watching him.
I like watching your videos too.
Well, I can't help it if your taste is questionable. Um, but seriously, I love watching you play. Right now, Alien Isolation. Granted, it's a little bit slow going, but that's because seriously, the maps don't even help you that much. I had the
No,
same problem.
they really don't. It's basically just me hiding in closets.
Hello, Steven. Yeah, no, I had this. If you watched my videos playing Alien Isolation, yeah, I spent a lot of time hiding. A lot of time. So I understand. I do not judge.
I haven't tried to cheat too much. I might have to do a little cheating or a little research because I'm not entirely sure where to go. Um,
There's nothing wrong with
so
research.
the chat is going. Hello, chatty chat.
I mean,
Thank
like
you, April. I appreciate it.
I do research for video games too, because sometimes it's like you need a PhD in order to figure out a puzzle that is in a game that is designed for children. Either they are really savvy.
I feel, I feel the same way. They don't make
Yes,
games
it
like
is
they
a creepy
used to.
game, but it's a good game.
I like it. I like it. It
Mm.
scares the crap out of me.
I
I'm a
mean,
little twitchy.
it's been a long time since. Well, it's been a long time since Donkey Kong and Ms. Pac-Man. By the way, were you Ms. Pac-Man or Pac-Man? Like, which game did you prefer back in the
uh,
day?
Honestly, it didn't matter. I like both of them. I like both of them in general. I don't think there's a difference between the two. But I don't know.
Stylistically,
Oh well, the little bow was cute.
the bow was cute. Also, I mean the the artwork on the side of the cabinet. Because back in the day, kids, you actually went to an arcade and you had to pop quarters in, and it was expensive because your allowance
The
was only like
arcade.
less than $5 a week, you see, if you had an allowance. And so yeah, you would pop those quarters in, and but they each game had its own TV set, and it was huge. And the cabinets, those were like the clickbait. The sides of the cabinets looked really cool. Um,
I did spend a lot of time at arcades whenever I got the chance.
I, I,
If I put
I,
that much effort into college, things would
well,
probably be different.
there were two arcades that I went to. Well, maybe three. One was at the skating rink. Like when I wasn't skating, I was spending all my money on video games. Christy, hi, hi, hi. Um, and there was another one. Uh, I think there was one in the mall at the time, and then there was another place. It was called uh, oh, what was it called? Spaceplex. I think it was called
Spaceplex.
Spaceplex.
That's cool.
Um, but actually, it's weird though because it was one of those. Okay, it was sort of like a Dave and Buster's before Dave and Buster's. It was cooler than Chuck E. Cheese because Chuck E. Cheese had those really creepy animatronics that inspired Five Nights at Freddy's. Um, and so Spaceplex, it was a lot bigger, and there weren't creepy animatronics, and it wasn't just like a icky pizza joint as well. Um, and I mean, there were some really really cool. I wouldn't say rides per se, but like you would pay, you would get in, and like one of them, it was called the Web. Yep, spider.
What? I
And
was gonna say that's right up your alley.
oh yeah, it was. I wouldn't say it was dangerous per se, but it was this. It was a huge tower um, of like.
One second.
You're
One
right.
second. Yep, I'm good. I'm just having some technical. This was bothering me. This
Okay.
was
There's
bothering
this
me.
huge tower of this gigantic framework, and it was made up
Oh,
of levels, all these different separate levels, and the levels were made out of stretched strips of rubber and to create sort of like a web work. And so you would basically, climb all the way to the top through all these layers of web, and then you would climb all the way down. But the thing is that like you could like fall through a couple of levels and then bounce on part of the web. Sometimes you would get like your foot would get caught as you're on the way down, and you'd be hanging. Um, it was a total lawsuit waiting to happen.
I don't think I've
Um,
played that game.
at the very, very bottom, it was like a whole bunch of foam bits. So, like, you would not hurt yourself or anything like that. But the thing
Is
is,
it
at
is
the
it
end of
kind
it,
of
though,
like that thing from like McDonald's with like the little jungle gym and stuff where you can like fall straight through? Something
sort
like
of,
that.
sort of. But the thing is that the rubber, it was black rubber, and invariably you ended up getting covered. Hello, Kiwi. You'd get covered in these black marks from the rubber. And you could tell that you've been on it because, like, you had all these like black smears from the rubber. It was
You don't wear your good clothes there.
No, no, it was an experience, but they also had laser tag, and of course, that was, like, a big thing back in the '80s.
It's
Used to
still pretty
love
big.
laser
I
tag.
know a lot of people that love the hell out of laser tag. It's
I
been a
mean,
while since I've gone though.
I had, like, a very, very, very janky laser tag set, my brother and I. We had the gun, and you had the
With the little
sensor.
harness.
Yep, and
Yes.
you weren't allowed to cover it.
Yeah. We got into a lot of fight. You covered it. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
you
you're, like,
did.
you're running around with your hand over it, like,
Yeah. I'm God mode.
Yeah, exactly. "I'm the OG around here." Oh,
Oh, thank you, Darth Mom.
Darth Mom, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. So
Congratulations to
sweet.
all the memberships.
Thank you so much. Your support is ever so much appreciated, and congratulations to all the new members. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the best. Hands down. I'm sorry, I'm enjoying some Easter candy at the moment.
Nice.
Jolly Rancher gummy minis. You know,
I
I think
love.
I had
Have
these
you
the
had the
last time I was on.
lifesavers? The lifesavers gummies?
Mm.
Those are my jam, dude. Those are my jam. I have to stop. I have to like stop getting them. I go through them like crazy. I love those.
And then I got Jolly Rancher gummies. They're Misfits 2-in-1. And then I also got Haribo Gold Bears. These little packets are such a tease because there's only 4 bears in these. That's a tease. That's a tease. 4 bears. I mean, Goldilocks only had 3, but this is a tease. And then
Jesus,
I
poor
got
bears.
uh, Twizzler bunnies. I mean, they do not look like bunnies. You know, maybe by Picasso standards, they're very abstract.
I'm all trying to. It's like I can't see the bunnies.
Exactly. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? But no, I got this when I was at Walmart. It was like just before Easter, and so like it wasn't on clearance yet. But I'm like, you know what? I need a little sweet snacky every now and then, you know. So yeah, I've been just picking through these a little bit, and I got my trusty water kefir as per usual. I almost had an incident last night. Oh God.
Oh God, that's a lot of candy. I love it. I love it.
Because last night I was burping the bottles before they went into the fridge because I did the second fermentation, and you want to release some of the pressure before putting them into the fridge.
You get to fart your bottles is basically.
Well, the thing
Sorry.
is that it's been getting warm lately, which
Isn't that a good
facilitates
thing?
the fermentation. And so last night it was like maybe 4 in the morning, and I was trying to open it up carefully. Oh my God, it sounded like a gunshot. Because those things get pressurized. And I just
Cool.
narrowly avoided Mount Vesuvius in my kitchen, you know, with the foam. You have to be
It's
careful.
like a science
Um,
project.
yeah, you ever try Mentos and Diet Coke?
No, no, I've seen too many commercials or videos about that. I'm not trying to clean up that mess.
You know, I
It's
mean,
like
it's
it's
not
like
like
those kids
elephant
in the Bounty
toothpaste.
commercials where they shake up the bottle and it goes everywhere. Like, no, no.
You know, Tank, actually, I was interested in the ginger bug, but I have so many different things fermenting at the moment that, you know, might be a bit much. Um, oh, sorry, Sandy. Hope you guys are all feeling better. Yes, it is the cutie patootie panda bear. Yes, it is in the flesh. Yes, Bonnie. Yeah, doing that outside the Mentos and the Coke is a good idea. Um, with the water kefir, it's like, yeah, just do not open the bottles anywhere other than in the sink because you run the risk, you know, because it's not just water, you know, it's like, oh no, it's sugary. So it's like sticky, fermenty, you know, it's like you don't want that spraying over your ceiling. You really don't.
Hmm. For real.
For real, for real.
The
But,
only
you
kind
know,
of like fermentation or like that kind of stuff I've seen is when I was like working out at the prison. They would make their own prison booze.
mm,
That was bad stuff.
you know, moonshine hooch.
Yeah, that prison hooch is no, not recommended.
Like, no, don't flush the toilet. I've got some Merlot going on in there.
you 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 just flushed my money. Flushed my commissary. Hey, sugar.
You know, it's like that was a cab sav. God damn. Do you know how many
Um,
Skittles I had to save to make that? Jeez.
Right? You know how many cases I had to avoid to get that? That's funny.
I have seen people making makeup out of Skittles. It's like a prison hack.
I
You
didn't
like
work
crush up.
with any of the female population, so all I know is like what the guys do. I probably shouldn't tell those stories. Never mind.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Well, I mean, like I was intimating before that I had something that was kind of off-colored that happened yesterday. Um, I was at work, of all places. Everybody is always like, "Oh, you work in a library. It must be, you know, so nice and civilized and quiet and uplifting and intellectual and calm."
You would think.
Libraries are not what they used to be. It's sort of like you see the movie Ghostbusters, right? And they're at the library of was it no, it wasn't the Library of Congress. It was the New York Public Library with the big stone lions out front, and everything's quiet and chill, and you have this very staid, stately, subdued, prim and proper little librarian, shelving books. Hello, Gracie. She's shelving books, and she's got like a little brooch pin right here with the cameo, and she's got like she's all prim and proper, and then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose, and there's slime and
Oh.
cards and things going all over the place. That's the library. You got all sorts of free going on. You know,
It's a
you
disaster.
you got all sorts of freaky going on, and yesterday was no exception. Um, like it may not be like a thing everywhere, but at our library, we have guards. Thank
Oh, for
God.
real?
Thank God we do.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You're late with your library book. Drop.
No, I mean
That's
some
terrible.
people they get like really some people they get very violent or
I believe
belligerent,
it. I believe it.
or um, sometimes they come in drunk, or under the influence of something else. Um, like we get all sorts of things that go on, but yesterday was a little bit different. Well, there is a song. I'm gonna put this out to you. Those perhaps of the older generation. Sky rockets in flight. What's the
No
next lyric?
idea. Never heard that.
Come on, chat. Anybody out there? Sky rockets in flight. Da 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 da.
Yeah, I've never heard that at all.
Christy, you're lucky. Granted, I want to say it was 60s, 70s, so it wasn't old school, but it was before me. So
It'd be
come
okay.
on, chat.
I have
Come
no
on, chat.
idea.
I know that one of you
Afternoon
knows this.
delight.
Yes!
Carrie got it. Carrie
Carrie,
got
Carrie
it.
win.
What is afternoon
Carrie
delight?
won. Yeah,
Oh, there's a
Darlene
bunch of
too.
them.
Yeah, making whoopee.
Oh, I like it. Michael, I learned something new.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, the guard was outside. He was doing his rounds.
They were
Hey,
doing afternoon
Valerie.
delight in the
Yeah, he was outside.
library.
He was doing his rounds. It wasn't in the library. That has happened before, but no. This time it was in the parking lot, broad daylight. It was like 6:30 ish. You know, broad daylight in the back of the parking lot. The car was
Oh,
moving. It wasn't running, but
nice.
it was
Oh, thank
moving.
you, Vicky.
Oh wow.
I want to go to that parking lot.
Let me see. Let me scroll.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
You
Ah,
naughty,
dirty
naughty man.
panda. Dirty, dirty, dirty
Vicky,
panda.
thank you so much. Vicky, thank you so much. Much appreciated, and congratulations to all those new members. Thank you, thank you, thank
Hi,
you.
Nessa.
Um, so yeah, that was interesting. I mean, it was certainly less innocuous than I mean, we've had people OD at the library.
OD on knowledge.
We had people get
OD on
arrested there.
knowledge. No, oh,
No,
wishful thinking.
no. Um,
That's terrible.
well, it would be you wish too much for good things.
I
But no, it happens.
figured
It
like the
happens.
library would be the last place anything like that would happen.
Mm-mm. No, they figure it's a safe place because there's people around, they're minding their own business, but if something happens to you, somebody,
No, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. And a lot of that stuff doesn't even phase me.
you
Like
know,
seeing a lot of that stuff. I grew up seeing a lot of that stuff, so it's just like, just another day. Yeah, sure, they were studying. Oh, damn. Libraries get
what'd
busy.
that say?
Nessa, when I was in college at university, I had private rooms you could check out. Oh, can we? I don't know how to click that. And studying, yeah, sure, they were studying. Yeah, sure.
Well, we do have study rooms, but like the entire wall is a window, so that wouldn't help much.
Well, it depends on what they were into. Maybe. Touche.
Touche, touche.
Touche. Typing. Just love
Toupee?
toupee. I might need one to be honest. My hair is getting a little thin.
1976 Starland Vocal Band. Thank
Getting
you,
a little
Cecilia.
thin.
See, I knew it was somewhere in the 70s. You've got lovely hair. You actually have hair.
It's like it's like Homer Simpson hair.
No, no. You're not yellow. You're
True,
not
true.
mustard
It's
yellow
still early
either.
though. It's still early.
Bye, Bonnie. If G to G means gotta go, bye, Bonnie.
Yeah, Bonnie said she was
Thank you
gonna
for
go
coming
grab some
by.
dinner with her daughter.
Okie dokie. Oh, you know, as long as everybody's here is having a good time, all good.
Barbara Jean knows what's up. Have you been to the library before, Barbara Jean? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power.
Oh,
Sharing
thank
is
you,
caring.
Michael.
Unless if it's communicable.
Congratulations to everybody who
Oh,
got the
who?
gifted membership. That's a lot of people.
Damn, Michael. Thank you so much. And Michael, if you want to join, if you want to join in, I sent you the link. If you can't, I understand, but you are more than welcome, honey bunny. Very, very, very sweet of you, Michael. Thank you so much. Much obliged.
Hi, Jeanette. Hope you're feeling
Was that
okay.
another one that I just saw? No, that was the same one. Okay. I don't like
Hi,
missing stuff
Steve's
in the chat.
girl. I keep
Um,
staring at the chat where I'm going to miss something. I'm like, I'm scared to blink. I'm scared to blink.
well, I'm not stitching, but I am trying to like multitask between like talking to you and looking at the chat and just everything going on. But also, I've decided to sort of dial back things. I've decided to dial up and dial back at the same time, if that makes sense. Hello, Emily. Um, because on the one hand, I recently got a digital drawing pad um, because I thought it would be sort of an inspiring thing for me to try to work with, because I used to draw a lot. And then when I got into fiber arts, that pretty much went to the wayside, but I missed it, you know? And so I thought it would be nice to try to get back into drawing a little bit. And I mean, I do have a sketchbook, but I thought that also doing it digitally might be cool too. And it's by XP Pen and found it on Amazon. And it has a detachable keyboard as well. So it could be either just hello, Kaloa. So it could be either just the pad, or it could be sort of like a little laptop. So I've been fiddling with that.
I,
And just yesterday, what?
I was looking at the Kahlua, and in my brain it was koala, and I just had this image of this little koala jumping onto somebody's head. And anyway, just ran,
Well, it's
just
either
random.
koala or Kahlua. Well, see, I thought it was Kahlua at first. So, you go to Bears, I go to Booze. Um,
Tomorrow I go to booze.
um, but yesterday I got my very first fountain pen, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And it writes very nicely. It was pretty inexpensive. It was like, I want to say less than $20. And so this
Doing it
is
digitally.
this is my
I
very
like where your
first.
mind's going, girl. I'm sorry. Well, I was distracted by the
What's
innuendos.
that?
What happened to your pen?
So this is the pen that I got. It's in sort of like a mustard yellow, and
Oh, that's cool.
it's a fine, extra fine nib. And so I have been writing and I've been drawing a bit with it as well, and I really like it. Um, and it has a converter in it, so you can fill it with a
I
bottle of
got
ink.
this one.
So I got
That's it.
that's okay. This one is Brilliant Schwartz Brilliant Black.
Oh,
So
it
I got
comes.
some
You got
ink.
to
I
like.
got
That's like you got to
some.
dump. You can't just like fill it up. You actually got to dip it.
You can fill it up because it has like a little. They call it a converter, where you twist it and it creates suction and it pulls the ink into it.
Ah,
So you
suction.
don't have to dip it though.
Huh? You lost me at suction. It's not that kind of live.
Um, I have worked with dip pens before, and they're cool, but they're like it gets tedious. It's like, scratch, 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 dip, 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 scratch, 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 dip, dip, dip.
Do you have to like pour something
But
on it to
this,
like keep it from like I guess smearing or whatever? It's like I've seen like in the old movies
well,
they would like pour like dust or dirt or sand, whatever.
they do have that, but also they had a thing. It looks sort of like a little a concavity, like a arch block thing with a handle, and it would blot your work. That was another thing. It was a blotter, and that's one of the things that they used to use way back yesteryear. But I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to give a
Well, I've
try.
never actually used a pen
You
like
know,
that before.
it's it's actually really nice. It's way nicer than a
I
ballpoint
love
pen,
pens.
because also, well, the ink. You know how, like, when you're writing with a ballpoint pen, how sometimes it's almost as if there's like two lines with like a space down the middle because of the distribution of the ink. So it's almost like a hollow line that you're writing. Am I
Hmm.
making sense? Because the actual ball prevents the ink from going down. So you've got like ink along the
Right.
sides. It's almost like you're like, and it's kind of oily and it's smeary. Um, and wait,
You
what
need to
did I
get
just
one of
see?
like those little symbols like with a spider
Thank you,
that you
Shannon.
can like melt the wax and like seal your envelopes after you use your cool pen and write some fancy.
Sealing
Yeah,
wax.
yeah. Like the
Yeah,
like Game of
sealing wax.
Thrones,
Yeah, I used to use that sometimes.
House of Spider.
Well, I mean, um, uh, the Walrus and the Carpenter, of shoes and ships and sealing wax of cabbages and kings. Now, the thing is, in sealing wax, I when I was a kid, I was like, why do they put wax on the ceiling?
I love that.
It would be hard to
I
get off of the
love that. I
ceiling,
love
right? I
that.
didn't realize it's not sealing, it's to seal something. It's like verbiage. Um, but yeah, I did actually have one. In fact, I had a sealing wax stamp of my initial tattoo in the middle, um, and
Calligraphy.
which was kind of disenchanting.
I
Calligraphy is
did the
cool, but
shit out
they're
of some calligraphy. Like holy crap. I had a whole like calligraphy set when I was in middle school, and like I'd be on the windows with like tracing and trying to do my name, and oh my god, I went calligraphy great. That's when I knew I was gay. Like that's when it happened. That's when it struck. There's like fancy letters. Hey, I blame my dad for giving me those fancy gay calligraphy pens. It's all his fault. Dude, I did so much like you don't even know, dude. I had calligraphy everywhere. Like that was my favorite section in like the little art class that we had. They were like we learned calligraphy, we learned how to type in there. We had that little keyboard game with the little the cars. Like you would start typing using your not your gaming control, sorry, your like basic letter, the ASDF, and yeah,
WASD.
and if you messed up, your car would fall behind, and like anyway, yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, calligraphy was fun. I
Really?
liked calligraphy.
Well, it's funny though. Something I learned along with all of my I love researching new things. You guys know this about me. I love learning new things, and coming out on the windows stink, stink. My goodness. This is Yarny After Dark, but my goodness. Um, hello, Eastland. Um, and oh gosh, what was it? Yeah, the thing that I learned was that actually since there are different kinds of pens, there's also different kinds of ink. So in a fountain pen, you do not want to use calligraphy ink or India ink because that can clog up the works because usually there's uh, gum arabic in those inks, which will clog up the works on a fountain pen. So you want to specifically use fountain pen ink. Otherwise, you
See, I
know,
didn't know there was a difference
it'll be a whirlwind.
between the types of inks and stuff. I thought it was all pretty much the same.
Mm-mm. See, I thought so too. Calligraphy ink and India ink, those with those you use the dip pens because there's no mechanics to get gummed
Okay.
up. You know, so that's specifically for the dip pens, um, and so as far as dip pens though, there is a kind that I find rather interesting. They are
I
glass.
did not know that. I've seen some videos where they have like the crazy spirally thing they're doing. It's like
Yep.
that's cool. It's like I would never do that just because I'm clumsy and I'm make a mess. So it's just like, but it's cool to watch other people do it. Like there's a guy on TikTok
Well,
that'll do that I've seen where he well maybe it's a girl, but they got manly hands and they got like they'll people will make a comment and then he'll write the name in their pretty glass pens. That was like, well, that's kind of neat. I didn't know that was actually like a thing. I thought it was like a novelty kind of thing.
Well, it's funny because it looks almost like a candle flame. It's sort of it comes out and then comes up to a really fine tip, and then all along that are these ridges, and the ink goes into those ridges. Though that's the reservoir for the ink. So as you're writing, the ink gets pulled from those through capillary action, um, sort of like liquid going through a straw, and the ink goes through those ridges towards the paper. And so the more ridges there are, and sometimes they're spiraled for even more surface area. And
Sorry, I was reading chat. I was going to say something stupid,
what?
but I wasn't. Anyway, I'm listening.
Oh, the inkwells were hell on long hair. I
Yeah,
can
I
imagine.
was going to say something silly, but I don't know her like that, so I won't.
How did I get the name Fiber Spider? I just sort of came up with it. I mean, I would like to think, it's like I didn't think it was going to be quite as catchy as it turned out to be, but I just thought, it's like the two words that kind of go together, Iber, spider, and also it's just sort of like spiders are misunderstood. I think, like they're not trying to get you, they're just minding their own, they just want to eat and mind their own business. It's like, yes, granted, they spun a web right in front of your porch door. That wasn't their plan for you to go bumbling through it, you know,
He's like, "Gotcha, bitch."
that wasn't their plan, you know. It's like, no, they're just trying to make a home and survive, really. Um, but their creativity, and their engineering skills, you know, it's for making these really cool and elaborate webs. I think they're
Did you see the
fascinating.
documentary
But yeah,
where
just
they, I guess, gave them different drugs? I thought that
yes,
was kind of cool.
yep,
The THC spider.
yeah, like a spider on
Yeah, the
LSD.
THC, the
You
THC
know,
spider is my
they
fave.
dosed. Well, he
I
doesn't
know.
do anything. He's just like,
He's my
dude.
spirit animal.
You know, he's just sort of like, "Yeah, I'm just hanging out. Let the flies come to me. I'm just hanging
Right.
out here." The one on acid, the web was, like, all
Yeah,
over the
that
place.
was a cool one.
You know, it's very he was very disjointed. Um, but the orb weavers are my favorites because the orb weaver spiders, they create, like your traditional spider web where it's sort of circular and then circle, 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 circle with all the spokes coming out
Hmm.
almost like a wheel. Those are orb
Oh, okay.
weavers, and, they are totally harmless to humans, you
Mm-mm.
know? I mean, I understand, you know, that, like, tarantulas, yeah, they're kinda big, okay? I'm not into tarantulas. I'm not into wolf spiders
Mm-mm.
or tarantulas or things like that. You know, it's like, okay, they don't live in my area, so I'm fine. I know that there are brown recluses.
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
some around
I
here too,
imagine
the
that
brown recluses and the black widows. And
you know, that could be terrifying, but I think you're more likely to get hit by a drunk driver than to get bitten by a poisonous spider, you know? I'm just talking ratio here. Um, uh, you know, and black widows, I mean, those are not exactly a common thing. So, I mean, for the most part, you're okay. They just want to do their own thing. But when I think of fiber spider, I just think, and this is like still going back to the whole fiber spider thing, you know, just picture like a happy little spider just stitching the night away on way too much caffeine, just having his cozy little evening, stitch, 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 you know. Yes, I misunderstood, but stitch, stitch, stitch. It's okay.
Have
You
you heard
know,
of Lucas, the little spider Lucas? He's
it's so
adorable.
cute.
That's like the number two spider.
The,
After that, there's no more spiders.
the big
Yeah,
eyes,
Michael's the bug killer.
you
Hi,
know.
Gracie. Good to see you. Yeah, Michael's the spider killer, the bug killer. There was one time I had been playing. I was playing a game, and this it was super teeny tiny, but he like Mission Impossible down from the ceiling. It was like set full, and I lost it. About freaking destroyed my whole computer trying to get away from that thing, man. No, no, Gary. Everything in Australia is trying to kill you, even the koalas with their syphilis.
Well, see, that's the thing. My coworker, she went to Australia and New Zealand for a vacation, and I'm like, "Why are you going there? The insects are as big as sanitation vehicles.
Hmm.
You know, they're huge, and everything wants to eat
Yes, for
you."
sure. I
You
think the
know?
biggest spider I ever saw was a banana spider. And that terrified me.
Oh,
Terrified,
yeah,
absolutely terrified me.
those are
Yeah,
big.
that's what she
You
said.
know, I mean,
Ah.
the ones around here, I mean, they're very innocuous around here, and I always say that if I were to move somewhere, I would definitely prefer to move north as opposed to south because I like the
I do
cold,
too.
you know, because you can always bundle
Hmm.
up. Um, and also in the colder weather, you know, it's like you're not liable to run into all sorts of creepy crawlies.
Yeah, it's only spring here, and I'm ready for it to be winter again. I'm ready for all these bugs to die. I'm ready for everybody to stay inside. Like I'm ready for me to stay inside. Like I'm over 80 plus degree temperature and bugs. The mosquitoes are already out. Mosquitoes already in force, man. They kicked my ass yesterday. Took the dog out, and I swear to God, I got lightheaded just from all the mosquitoes. Not to be dramatic or anything.
Well, I mean, see, even insects are attracted to you. Um,
That's all I
e
got.
e exactly, stretch your panda
Yeah.
stuff. Um,
Hi, Jill.
who's he wet skis? Well, my thing is, it isn't so much the mosquitoes. No, no, it's the pollen. Now, it's not. wreaking havoc on my allergies or anything. Um, it's my car was red. Now it's yellow.
Oh, I hate it. I see. I don't miss. See, ours is dirt. We got so much dirt in there. It's so dry. Like back home, we get that the that layer of yellow pollen all over the place. I hated it. Here, it's just dirt. Oh, it's terrible. Or like if it rains just a little, just enough, just to piss you off, like everything's covered in it. There's so much dirt in the air. I would almost like to change back to the pollen, but.
See, Eastland knows. He's sweet. Mosquitoes know this, therefore they go for you.
Um, so apparently, like if you put the what do you call them? The dryer sheets. Michael showed me you can kind of put the dryer sheets. So I rub myself down with dryer sheets sometimes, and it helps. It keeps them away.
Well, if you ever are going for a walk with somebody that you do not care much for, have them eat a banana.
They like bananas. I like
You will
bananas.
be you will be totally safe. By comparison, you'll be totally safe because the mosquitoes will be like, "Ooh, banana," and they'll go after that
That I
person.
did not know. Mud balls. Yes, yes. See, Jill knows. Jill knows the mud balls. They fall out of the sky. They
Describe
fall
the
out
mud
of the
balls.
sky. It's just when it rains, there's so much dirt in the air, and when it starts raining, you just get little dirt balls. Sometimes it just fall out of the sky. It's it
That's the
is.
weirdest kind of hail
I
I ever
know
heard
it
of.
is so weird. When we get hail, though, we get stupid hail here sometimes. Like it's absolutely insane. Yeah, the dirt balls are
We
terrible.
we don't get hail that much. I mean, the most we would get, it would be like the size of like a little pea, you know. Um, Grow citronella that keeps mosquitoes. I didn't know you could grow citronella. I mean, I've heard of citronella candles, but I didn't know that it was like a plant. I
Chicken
was not aware.
banana. Damn it, Tank or Tank.
Hi, Sherry. Yeah, I didn't know that
Hi,
was
Cherry.
something that you could grow. Ugh.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Fiberfluzy. Yeah, well, weather is weather. Um, I would say it's the one thing that we all have in common. We all have to deal with the weather, and I think that that's why so many of us talk about the weather because it's sort of like the common
Hmm.
denominator. You know, we all got it.
This is true.
You know, me, I never watch the Weather Channel. When Google, notifies me what temperature it is outside, I really don't care because it's going to be what it's going to be, whether I want it to be or not. So if I want to know what the temperature is, I stick my head out. You know, um, if live on A2 milk, I
I'll
don't know what
live
that
on
means.
A2 milk.
Eat garlic; it
Yes, I
repels.
love garlic. I'm a
Uh,
garlic I love garlic.
Garlic, I love.
Love garlic.
Yes, garlic is a good thing. Ooh, ooh, I think I told you, for those of
Hi,
you that,
Rachel.
do sourdough at all, and if you've seen the sourdough cracker recipe video that I did, hello, Rachel. I've been experimenting more with the sourdough crackers, and the flavor that my coworker wanted me to do, um, she's like, "I wanna feel the garlic. I don't wanna just taste
Feel
the
the
garlic. No, I
garlic.
wanna feel
I
the
wanna
garlic."
feel it in my
And
veins.
so exactly. So the first time I decided to make these crackers, I used, instead of just like a tablespoon of like everything bagel seasoning, no, no, no. I used a full tablespoon of garlic powder and a full tablespoon of minced onion, dried minced onion. And I threw all that in there and I called them Death Breath, was the name of the
Oh,
crackers.
delicious.
And then just this past week, I did Death Breath 2.0. Instead of using garlic powder, I used dried minced garlic along with the dried minced onion and a pinch of salt. Oh my, you can smell them from like 5 feet away. They they are
That is
potent.
awesome.
They are potent. And you know what's great? It really helps for when you have to work with the public because it keeps them at bay. Like,
Hi.
"Hi, how are you?
Yes.
Can I help
Yes.
you?"
It's like you shouldn't even just you
"Well,
should
are you—"
never just brush your teeth. Just go out and just talk to people. Don't brush your teeth. Just go. Like, hi, how are
It
you?
"Have you ever heard of halitosis?"
Cool whip.
And it's not whip,
Whip.
it's whip, whip.
I love it.
Um, I love garlic,
It's
so
delicious.
I did a batch of the Death Breath 2.0, and I also tried, making a different kind of ramen seasoning for my crackers. Instead of using powdered chicken bouillon, I used powdered beef bouillon to see if they would make a difference. It still tasted like ramen, but, you know,
You need to
um,
make crackers that taste like chicken
uh
nuggets. Just saying. Just putting it out there in the universe.
interesting. I don't know,
Oh,
that
oh,
is
I
an
gave you
interesting
ideas.
concept.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Chicken
but
nugget crackers.
I don't know what that I mean, I can do, like, chicken flavored, sourdough crackers, but they have to also have to taste like what is the essence, the flavor essence of nugget?
Chicken. That's it.
Well,
That's it.
I imagine well, it's like, alright, if you're trying to go for, like, McDonald's chicken nuggets, like, I would imagine, like, okay, chicken and salt, because everything there is
It
so
is. It
salty, that's why
is.
I
It
don't
is.
really eat
And
there
it's
anymore
more
because
expensive
it's
now. Not to go on to a side discussion, but anyway.
this whole stream is a side discussion, please.
Facts. Facts.
It's just like it's that's what this stream is. It's one big
What is
anecdotal
what's
tangent.
elephant garlic?
I imagine it's big,
Oh,
as in like
when you put it like
elephantiasis.
that, sign me up for this garlic. Let's do it. Chicken
Um,
nugget, potato chips. Yes,
Potato
Emily,
chips.
Emily, you need to start writing the company. Tell Frito Lay's we need chicken nugget, potato chips, please. That's my campaign. That's the hill I'm gonna die on. Let's go. Chicken nugget potato. They got sriracha potato chips. Why can't they have chicken nugget
I
potato?
had
I'm
those.
not a fan.
I had the sriracha. Wait, no, no, no. It wasn't. I'm sorry. It wasn't potato chips. It was sriracha flavored Doritos that I had.
The what for Doritos? I haven't had Doritos in forever.
I did not actually. I'm sorry. Wait. Gotta scroll up. Um, Hang on. Hang on. Did y'all hear about the yarn that Crystal from Bag O' Day crochet that she made? No, I have not.
Yes, Eastland.
I have not heard about that. I have not. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I really don't watch other crochet YouTube channels. And it's not for lack of love, it's because I don't want what I do to be influenced by what other content
Well,
creators do, because I want to get my own ideas my own way on my own.
excuse me.
And it's actually something that Mikey from the Crochet Crowd and I talked about when Michael from MDL Crochet was doing a live stream. It was Christmas, was it, or was it New Year's?
I think the New Year,
I think it was
the
Christmas.
Christmas live. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think it was
Hmm.
Christmas. Yeah, Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, he was on, and it was sort of funny. It was like this sort of funny but awkward like bit because like he hadn't watched my videos and I don't watch his videos. When I first started crocheting, I did watch a lot of his stuff, but we both sort of admitted to each other that, like, yeah, we don't really watch the other person's videos, but it's because we sort of, I mean, this is how I interpreted what he was saying, that we both sort of live in our like insular creation zones because we don't want to be influenced by
Hmm.
what other people
It
are
makes
doing
sense.
because, you know, that can get ugly
Yeah.
really, really fast. Things can be misconstrued. It's like, oh, you're copying what I'm doing, or da 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 da.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't watch a lot of other tutorial channels for that reason.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Looks like a
Yeah, I
dog
got it
bone.
from Dory. Did it? I got it. I want it. I want it. It's a really cool. I love this pillow. But yeah, that makes total sense. Makes complete sense. I think they were actually saying that Bot had created her own yarn line, and they're all kind of
Oh, it's
Freddie
cool.
Mercury themed with the names and stuff.
Of
Yeah, they're
course.
really pretty. They're really
Of
Nessa
course.
did a put out a video that she showing off some of the yarn.
No, that's cool. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I showed you guys during my last live. I don't think I did. But this is the yarn that my mom got me from when she was
Yay!
in
I saw the
Ireland.
shirt you got the last time from the other day on your video. Ooh, is that from one of those Highland
So
cows?
it's cows don't produce wool.
Oh well, I don't. They look like you could use it to make stuff. They're all shaggy and furry.
Those would be sheep.
No, well, I know what a sheep is. They don't have like cow yarn, like the Highland cow yarn. Did they not have those?
No, this is superwash merino wool, and uh, it is pure new merino wool in the colorway of gardenia, which I don't understand because this is sort of like a greenish gray. I mean, I
It's
love the color.
pretty.
I love the feel. It's super duper soft. And this is 200 grams and approximately 660 yards. And
See,
she got me two of
see,
them.
there's yak stuff.
Love,
Are they the same color?
absolutely love. And it has that awesome, lovely smell. It's like a slight lanolin smell to it. I absolutely love this. I don't think that it's going to be enough um, for like making an actual sweater, but I'll totally be able to make something with it. And I want to say that it is like a weight of 2, 3, maybe like a thin 3. Chitra says we're out of sync. I'm sorry.
See, I'm not crazy. See, there's people on top that have ox yarn, and that's a cow. I'm not special ed.
An ox?
No, ox yarn.
I didn't say that.
No, I felt it. I
I
felt
did
it
not
briefly.
say
I
that.
felt it briefly.
Um, but
That's
well, I mean,
cool yarn.
typically, yes, you get. I love it. I just don't know what the heck I'm gonna make with it yet. I was thinking maybe like a
Make me a
Matt.
bikini. I'm still waiting
Join
for a
in, Matt.
pandakini. Matt, what's up, yo?
You
I
want
want
a
a
pandakini?
pandakini. I need to show my goodies. It's summertime.
Okay.
My,
For everybody saying that I am out of sync, I don't know how to fix it. I apologize. I do a lot of things, but as far as being tech savvy, I don't know. I'm sorry. I
I'm not very tech
apologize.
savvy either.
Matt, if you want to join in, Matt, just hit the little linky that I sent you. Would love to have you on.
Guys night with the spider.
Yeah. But no, I mean, like you can make yarn from cats, from dogs, from sheep, from goats, from rabbits, llamas. You can make yarn from just about
I saw
anything.
you could do that with
Okay, I
like
keep getting
dryer
told I
night.
need to
I
refresh.
don't know how to refresh.
If I refresh, it might disconnect. That's the thing.
I'm here.
I don't know if
I'll
it
do
would
a little
disconnect me or not.
dance until you come back. No,
Okay,
I don't know.
so you know what? I will try refreshing, but it might disconnect me.
Welcome back.
So
Hello. You good?
Craig is working
Wait,
the kung
hold
fu
on.
lag in the
Craig, you're out of
voiceovers. Thank
sync
you,
because
guys.
it's Restream. Restream servers sometimes tend to go out of sync.
What he said.
Okay, but
Wait, don't go anywhere.
if I try refreshing, will it disconnect
if he
me?
refreshes, will it disconnect him?
Yes.
Yes.
So then I'm sorry, people. I can't do anything about it. I apologize. Thank you, Michael.
It's a thank you. Welcome. It's okay.
See, the thing is that if I was still using what was that,
StreamYard.
StreamYard, then I wouldn't be able to see any of the chat. But now that I'm using Restream, apparently I'm out of sync.
You can't win for
So I
trying.
do apologize. I apologize. You know, I do the best that I can for you guys. Unfortunately, I'm not tech savvy, and you know, things are things. You know, but I try. I try.
It's okay. It's
You know.
okay. No, no, it's okay. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Oh, now he's sad. Now you made a spider sad. Sad spider. Oh, cheer up, spider. Cheer up, spider. Turn that frown upside down, spider. That's all I got.
Could you imagine if I started the stream and I was quite literally like upside down, you know, like
Spider-Man.
You know, freak some people out. Yeah. You know,
that would be great. That
out.
would be great. I would love that. That would be hilarious.
Oh, and well, recently, let me see if I can get this. Recently, I decided to make a book acquisition, and I got the Roald Dahl collection. I got this off of Amazon, and I've been tearing through it.
Ooh,
I got me some
I like
books.
how colorful they are.
You know, it's like, I understand. I'm an adult. I'm old enough to have a child that is old enough to read these books, but I'm a child at heart. And so I've been tearing through these. And so far out of all of these, I have already read The Giraffe and the Pelly and Me, The Magic Finger, Billy and the Min Pins, George's Marvelous Medicine, and SEO Trot.
You had me at the magic finger.
Read. Get your mind out of the gutter. I knew you were going to make a peanut gallery joke. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I should have known better. Should have known better. And right now, I'm currently reading The Witches. Well, I'm rereading it. I've already read this a bunch of times, and I've seen the movie a million times. The original movie with Angelica Houston.
Oh, where they turn the kids into mice? That was such a good movie. I didn't realize it was based off a book. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, the movie, Jim Henson did a really great job with the animatronics and the special effects, because they didn't really have CGI when the movie came out, you know. So they had to use tangible crafting. And the book, it's great stuff. Absolutely. So yes, I've been rereading this. Absolutely love it. And I'm up to for those of you that are in the know. Well, The Magic Finger, Rachel, it's about a little girl that she points at people and she can like curse them. But right now I'm at the point where the kids are already mice. And let's see, get Matt in here.
Yeah, more guys' night. Whoa, Spider Bro, what's up, yo?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Please tell me you're not driving and you're upside down. Did you have a car accident? You're upside down.
Well, as you said about coming in upside down, so I had to do it. It was like
this is very surreal. You're upside down and you're driving.
No, I'm not driving. Becky's driving. Rebecca's driving.
Thank God.
Upside down, it looks like I'm driving.
Dude, this is very disorienting. This is very, very disorienting.
I think it's cool. Makes me feel like we're in a Marvel live.
It is, but at the same time, you're making me think. You're making me think of Chin
Well, you
again.
guys were talking about, coming. It would be crazy if you were upside down when you started. So I just wanted to pop in real fast, upside down, and freak you out.
That's great. I love it.
It worked. It worked.
Ooh-wee.
Thank you.
That was good. That was quite
the entrance. Do you guys remember
entrance.
Chin again? That was. Do you guys remember Chin again?
I don't know Chin again.
Where You've never had the
Mm-mm.
chin-again? It's where you actually have a person who is upside down, and then they put like googly eyes or draw them onto their chin, and then they have like
Okay,
a
I've seen
napkin
that. I didn't know it had a
from
name.
here. Yeah, it's called
Shindigan.
chin-again.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do that.
Chin-again. I think it's like Finnegan
Shindigan,
chin-again.
Shindigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. As
You
I want
pookie.
to just pop in and say hello to everybody.
Hi,
Uh,
Rebecca.
Hey, Bex.
Oh, here gone.
Hello.
That was quick.
He went through a tunnel, maybe.
So I was still upside down.
Yeah, I mean, I love reading children's books. You know, another one that I ordered that I've been slowly going through because, well, I had to. Frog and Toad.
I remember that one from when I was a kid.
Oh, and Matt is here
Yay!
again. Okay,
Welcome
let's
back.
try to get him in.
There he goes again.
Hello again. You are silly.
no, I went
You
to
just love messing with us.
see. Rebecca's driving.
Hi, Rebecca.
Thank God.
It's probably safest.
You and your antics. Because I'm like, wait a minute, he's upside down and he's obviously in a moving car. Please tell me he's not actually driving.
Bye, Gary. Have a good weekend.
So, like I said, I
Bye,
just wanted to
Gary.
pop in real fast and say hello. I mean, as you can see, I've got the raccoon eyes going on today. I was sick as a dog yesterday, so I'm still not 100%. So, but I had to do the upside down thing. The
That's
upside down
okay.
thing was cool.
I thought so. That was great. It was a
Yeah.
good entrance.
Yeah, you definitely seem to be in good spirits. I'm just sorry that you're not 100%.
Oh, I'm in good spirits, but my stomach's saying something else.
Uh-oh. Eat garlic.
Yeah, the Montezuma's revenge.
No, I think this wasn't Montezuma.
Poor
This was
dear.
Cortez, definitely.
Right. My bad. No, it still
Blame it on
sucks
the,
though. But
have to blame it on the Spaniards because they, came in and messed the whole thing up.
That's why we can't have nice things. I don't know. I have no idea. Don't know.
it's fine. It's fine. So are you treating yourself to some toast and some weak tea?
Toast and
Not so much
Oh, did he freeze? I think he frozen.
You don't know the wonky
No,
donkey.
I've never heard of the wonky
am I
donkey.
froze?
Sounds like it looks like you're froze.
Yeah, Matt, you froze.
Well, we're bouncing along the car.
That's
No,
okay, Matt. It's quite all right.
It's all good.
Yeah, the wonky donkey is hysterical. Okay, and Matt is here again ish.
I'm sorry,
Hi again.
we're in a moving car, so it's off
That's
and on.
okay.
But it's good to see you
Well, I mean,
guys.
we're all about technical difficulties here on the channel.
Very
it's okay.
true.
It's fine.
We'll be watching.
We do the best we can.
And I was going to tell you, Craig, I'm starting to do the same thing as you do. It happened the other night. It was crazy.
What?
The color and the stitch thing, like the Queen's Gambit.
Oh, yes. Yeah, where you
Like,
see the stitches on the ceiling.
and seeing the stitches and the colors.
Yeah, it's a creative mind is very difficult to put to sleep.
It was crazy.
Not
It happened,
permanently.
and
Not permanently.
I'm like, Oh my gosh, this is what Craig is talking about. I used to do that
Yeah.
when I would have a long coding session because I used
I'm gonna go to
to
the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
do people's websites and write code and like that, and it would do the same thing. You just like start seeing the code.
No, I totally understand because it's like you get yourself into it. You become like so entrenched in your mindset and what you're doing, and then before you know it, it's like you start dreaming about it as well, or your mind is still focused on it while you're trying to get to sleep. And so, like in the Queen's Gambit, I've referred to this so many times where it's like she's in bed and she's trying to get to sleep, but she ends up seeing um, the chessboard on the ceiling, and she's making moves with her hands and moving the chess pieces around on the ceiling. And I mean, that's how I am to an extent when I'm trying to get to sleep. I keep thinking about like different project ideas and how I can incorporate different stitches and things. It's a double-edged sword. It's a blessing and a curse,
Well,
because I mean,
so on our next live that Rebecca and I started a new make because I came up with the idea. So I've started one. So
Let it finish.
cool,
So it's a
very
blessing
cool.
and a curse.
but I know what you're talking about though, because once I started coloring, I started seeing like more colors. Like it just whatever you happen to be doing, and you get really engrossed in, you start. That's what goes through your mind.
Thank you, Opa. Yeah, actually, there's a form of drawing that I'm going to send you a link um, on it. In fact, I was thinking about doing a tutorial on it on the channel. Perhaps creating a new playlist, sort of like, ooh, ooh, Rachel, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so very much. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, so sweet. Um, yeah, I was thinking about maybe dabbling a little bit with doing like some visual arts because I've done origami and I've done cooking and I've done, solitaire games. I was thinking maybe do some like drawing stuff, some drawing or painting stuff as well. I
That
don't
would
know
be
yet.
cool.
I'm brainstorming, you see. But it's basically
Bless you.
art that is not for artists,
I'm back.
hi. Um, art that isn't for artists. Like you don't need to have gone to the School for Visual Arts or, wherever it is that people go in order to learn the proper way of doing
What's
art
that art
things.
academy? The one in New York.
You gotta do stick
Berkeley.
figures.
Oh,
SVA.
the Berkeley Art Acad, like the Berkeley Art Academy. Like,
Yeah. It's like, just, it's more about like, having fun, being creative, in a drawing or a painting type form, just like, you know, enjoy the process. Don't worry about it looking, museum worthy. It's like, no, you're just doing it to have a nice, relaxing, creative little time.
well,
That's part of the
that's what
pleasure.
the coloring has done. Because when my hands hurt and I can't and I don't want to like crochet, I switched to the coloring and I've been really enjoying it.
Yeah. Because I mean there's a ton of different things that you can do, even if like you aren't, quote unquote good, you can still enjoy yourself doing it though. I
Yeah,
mean, back in the day when people had telephones that had cords and you couldn't go like wandering all over the place, no, people would doodle while on the phone.
my
There'd be like
mom, my
there'd
mom
be a
was brutal for
telephone
that.
nook. You'd have to sit down and you would sit at the telephone nook because you couldn't travel all over the house. You couldn't drive. So you were sitting there and you would end up doodling. That's what people
Hmm.
did. Bring back doodling.
My mom would do that. She was at, like if there was any paper near the phone, it would have some kind of doodling on it, and it was from my mom. My mom did that always.
And we had all kinds
when
of
she was on the
doodles
phone.
on like envelopes.
She would be doodling stuff.
Michael, that sounds tasty.
What camera am I using? I'm
Sounds
using
very
my
tasty.
phone.
Yeah, I'm using my phone too.
Is that
Yeah,
bad?
By the way,
Am I weird? Do I look weird?
No, you're totally fine. You know, at the last stream, people said that I looked fuzzy, and it was only upon looking at the actual footage that was on YouTube that I saw, oh yeah, I looked fuzzy. Do I look fuzzy today? I mean, aside from the facial.
No, I think you look fine. You look fine.
Well, look at. Well, all of a sudden, Restream is back in sync.
I know, right?
Yeah, actually, well, I've been trying to give myself a daily goal, actually, by doing a small drawing every day.
That's cool.
And so every day I've been doing a small drawing, and you know, not like a full page. Not a full page, just a little drawing, every day. And I've been doing it since the 11th. So I got the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, and today. And so I will show you guys. Please don't judge. Don't judge.
Listen
I'm a
and we
sensitive
don't
spider.
judge. To your face. No, I'm just kidding.
I showed my ugly charcoal drawing of a koi. So
that was a pretty drawing. Shut up.
Well, all right. I'm gonna blow myself up, okay? If I can.
liked your koi picture. I can do stick figures.
Maximize. Hello. All right, so in the corner here, that's my first little guy. He was sort of inspired by Edvard Munch's Scream. He's sort of like, and then I did this one. He reminds me of sort of like an insect alien type, and these were actually done with ballpoint pens. I wasn't using anything fancy. And then I did a little bunny foo-foo, who his head looks more like a deer's head than like a bunny
I think
head.
he's adorable. Like a little bunny.
It's
so
ballpoint.
Cute.
And then I did this one, which I was initially going to do sort of like a Celtic knot, and then it turned into heads that were all connected, and like it's like a human fidget spinner, if you will. And then last night with my fountain pen, I did my first little drawing of a person in dismay. I wasn't feeling like I was in dismay, but the person is in dismay. And that was with a fountain pen. And then today I did this one, sort of an abstract.
The abstract's really cool.
Kind of fun.
They're all really good.
Thank you. So I've been trying. I've been making efforts.
The alien ant head reminds me of the ant from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Auntie.
Yeah, Auntie.
All he wanted was a piece of cookie. That's all he wanted.
Right, poor Auntie.
And so, yeah, I've been trying to, keep busy, and be consistent. It doesn't have to be like a full big drawing. It's just like get in the habit of, doing some drawing here and there, and I've been having fun with it. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you're not judging me too harshly. I never said I was good.
They look good. They came out really good.
I like
I'm not using
charcoal better than ink, though.
Yeah, your koi fish was really cool. Hey, you guys got all this talent, man. It's so cool. You guys got all this crazy talent. I'm like, I got stick figures. I can do stuff too.
Hey, did you ever see the stick figure movies, though? The stick figure animated movies are hysterical.
Yeah, I follow a bunch of, several on TikTok where they do like stick figure anime art kind of stuff with like all the little battles and stuff because I'm a nerd. But
I mean, they're simple, but they're good. Stickman, I think is his name. It's Stickman. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. So I was thinking, maybe do some videos where just drawing, having a nice chill time,
You could do
Um,
try doing your own
it,
comic. That'd be cool. That'd
actually,
be
you know
really
what I
cool.
would
You
love to
should.
do? I would love to do a children's book.
Yes.
That would be
You
cool.
should. You should.
I would love to do a children's book about a spider, of
That eats the
course,
kids.
who's misunderstood. He's misunderstood because everybody's all afraid of him. It's like, oh, he's a spider. Oh, but he's like, I made you a scarf. Would you like a
That's
scarf?
how he lures the
You know?
kids in with spider clothes and he eats them. No.
Bitch.
He said, that is not where the story was
Bitch.
going.
But no, it's like, like, want to be friends? Like, here's a blanket, and so like, just like a happy little story where like
That'd be
everybody in the
cool.
forest, they're all friends,
You should.
That'd be
and
cool.
like you look past the surface level and the stereotypes and the fear factor. It's like, no, we can all be friends.
Right, Emily? I could totally, yeah, you totally should. Emily's totally right. Just start
Thank you.
storyboarding. Totally do it.
See, I'm really good at coming up with ideas. I suck at following through with them, though.
Yeah, let's see. Panda could do one about getting eaten on alien insurrection.
Oh, I was like, you finished the sentence. Okay, good.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah,
That's a great idea.
wasn't going
This
to
is
leave
not
that
that
one
kind
to
of
the
stream.
imagination.
This is not that kind of stream, Matt.
It's still, we gotta wait till after 10 p.m.
I mean, it is Yarny after dark and all, but
See,
yeah.
everybody's chat saying you should totally do it. Add it to your list of
the thing
things
is
to
that
do.
I have my bucket list. I know, right? Because it's just I have so many interests.
What would you name the main character
and
spider?
it's hard to keep up with everything.
Well, what would
What's
the
that?
main character spider name be?
Webster.
Oh, that's so cute! I love it. That's cute. That's cute. I love that Webster.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that would be good. That would be really cool.
It totally would.
I mean, Webster would be a good name. And there's a bunch of names, but I mean, Webster is kind of fitting. I mean, I did have a little beanie baby type little stuffed ducky, and his name was Webster, but that was because of his little footsies. Webbed feet, duck.
That's cute. That is
Got it.
cute. That is cute.
And then my husband at the time, he had a little puppy that was again like a little beanie baby, and the puppy, his name was Puccini.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. That is adorable, Puccini.
So it was Webster and
That's
Puccini.
adorable.
Everybody's so encouraging. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Michael. Yes, I am a spinster. Rub it
Not
in.
you, the spider, not you.
Rub it in.
I'm telling everybody to go to your replay and tell you to do it. Get a dry erase board.
So next,
I mean, come on.
Next, Michael is going to say that my favorite card game is Old Maid, right?
Castle.
That was a cool show. I loved Eureka's Castle. Well, no, wait, no, that was Wembley, not Webster. I think that was Wembley, wasn't it?
I don't remember what the names are. I just remember the show. Ginger
Fox just said Webster was the bat. No, I thought that the bat was Wembley. Eureka was the little. She was wait, was Eureka the dragon, or was Eureka the sort of like the young wizardess in training?
Batley was the bat. That was it. Batley was the bat. Yeah. And then Magellan was the crocodile. The crocodile. Jeez.
Dragon?
Is that what it is? A dragon?
Wait, no.
It's been so long.
No, I don't think it was a crocodile. I think it was a dragon. But no, wasn't there Quagmire?
Quagmire. Yeah,
Weekly.
yeah. There was a Quagmire.
Quagmire. I mean, they lived in the
Yeah.
moat. I think they
They're
lived in
like
the
they look
moat.
like weird dust bunny things.
Was it Wembley? Was it Batley or
It
was it
says
Wembley?
Batley on Google.
I don't know.
It could
Does
be one
it?
of those.
Well, then who was Wembley? Maybe Wembley was a Fraggle.
No idea. I remember Frag Rock, but I don't remember. I wasn't that invested in the characters, to be completely honest. I don't remember.
Oh, it was Bog and Quagmire. It wasn't Quagmire. It was Bog and Quagmire. You are right, Ginger Fox. I'm sorry. I'm having memory issues because I mean that was a long time ago, but it was such a cool show. I totally forgot about Eureka's Castle. That was a great one. I love Muppets. I think they're awesome.
Gonzo is
Puppets,
my
Muppets,
fave.
marionettes.
And Fraggle Rock, there was Traveling Matt.
Oh yes, and the Doozers. And there was I think it was Red and was it Mowgli? No,
Mowgli
not
was the
Mowgli.
Jungle Book.
Mogi?
That's the. I was gonna say that's Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Is Mowgli.
Gobo? Was Gobo one of them?
No idea. No clue.
I just remember there was
But no,
Traveling
I
Matt.
think Wembley. I'm pretty sure that Wembley was a Fraggle.
Like I remember the Fraggles
Down
running
in
through the
Fraggle
cave,
Rock.
hiding from all the people and stuff, but I don't remember what their names were.
Down with Fraggle Rock. Down with Fraggle Rock. Down with Fraggle Rock. But I mean, it was good stuff. It was wholesome. You know, they had great storytelling. You know, it was creative. It was imaginative. You know,
No,
it's good
Fraggle
stuff.
Rock was the Hanson,
Actually,
I think.
Fraggle Rock was a cartoon at one point.
Speaking of Jim Henson, if you're into the whole sci-fi thing, you should totally check out Farscape. If you've never seen it.
Oh, yeah,
I
that was
loved it.
good.
That's like my favorite
Yeah.
sci-fi show ever. I love it.
That was good. Farscape. I mean, also, I mean, Jim Henson, of course. I mean, Labyrinth.
I was just gonna say.
Hello.
I think I was just gonna say
Dark-
that.
The
Dark
other one
Crystal. Hello.
with the goose looking things.
Goose-looking things.
Yeah, it looked like a head of like a goose or a vulture or something.
I think that's the Dark
and they
Castle.
were like,
Is that what you're talking about?
was it Dark Castle?
Or are you talking about?
Wait, you mean
Fars?
wait the Skeksis from the Dark Crystal?
Yes.
The
That's what I was
littles. I love the
thinking.
littles.
Stop your whimpering, Chamberlain.
Yeah. That's such a good impression. I love it. That's like spot on.
Well, actually, what terrified me in that movie, two things. When the Emperor guy, when he started to disintegrate, like, you know, he like had like he goes into like death throes and he's gasping. He's like, you know, and then he like crumbles and dissolves. Whereas the mystics, they just sort of disappeared, all nice and gentle like. But so when the Skeksi Emperor, when he passes away, that terrified me to no end. That and the Gartham.
Remember the Gartham.
Did you
giant
Did you guys
beetles?
ever see
Remember, it's been a little while.
Warriors of Virtue?
Sounds
that?
familiar.
Warriors of Virtue.
Warriors of Virtue? I don't know that one.
I don't think I've
You
seen
didn't
that.
see that one? It's with the kangaroos.
I want what you're smoking.
Oh wait, no, I know of
Just
it.
saying.
I never saw it.
And it's the kangaroos,
that?
and one has like iron hoops, and the other one, each one has like an elemental thing, and they fight.
Well, I know of it, but I never watched it.
It was a good movie.
No, the Gartham, they
A
were the
movie.
giant beetles that would go and they would hunt podlings and kidnap them and bring them back to the to the tower, the
I'm gonna have to
castle.
rewatch it.
The Gartham. Yes, Wembley was from the Fraggle. Wembley and so it was Webley was from Eureka, but who was Webley? Was Webley a spider?
It's been so long about all these shows.
But if you ever watch it,
the one that's the two that always are ingrained in my mind that I watched as a kid was Ultraman.
Yes.
and Speed Racer.
Oh yes. Dun, 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 dun,
Never really
dun,
watched
dun, dun,
those.
dun, dun. I love Speed Racer. Have you seen the movie? Dude, the movie's so dope. Have you seen it? The live action? Dude, it's so good. It's
No,
so good.
I saw parts of it. Wasn't John Goodman the
Yes, yes. Oh
father?
my God, is that a ninja? A ninja? More like a ninja. I love it. Yeah, dude, I love him. Such a good movie. So good.
I'll have to check it. I'll have to check it out.
Oh, Gem and the
Oh,
Holograms.
so
Not to come out of the closet again, but I watched the shit out of Gem and the Holograms. Such a good cartoon.
so did
High
I.
five,
Hello, and
boom.
of course, well, okay. What about Shira?
Yes, yes. On Saturday
Ah,
mornings, it would
I
be
remember
on
She-Ra.
Saturday mornings. It would be the Snorks. I don't know if you remember the Snorks or the Snorkels, whatever. It would be the Snort on the
Come
yes,
along with the
yes, yes.
Snorks.
And then it would be GI Joe, He Man, She-Ra, and then
Isis,
I don't remember Isis.
Mighty Isis.
I don't remember that one. I remember.
Oh, Zephyr
We're not
wind which
talking about
blows on high,
deportation here.
lift me now so I can fly.
I
Oh no,
know
it's like
that.
ice,
I've
not ISIS.
heard that. I've heard that.
No,
But I don't remember what
but
it
no,
was.
with Shira. See, the thing is, He-Man had was it Tila and some other
Man at
dude,
Arms,
her father, but right. But then you had uh Shira. She had, I think, her sidekick. His name was Bo.
Orko. No, that was He Man.
That
I
was
think it was
He-Man.
Bo. Bo was in He-Man.
No, Arco.
I thought Bo was in Shira.
Who's Bo?
And he was a cartoon, but he was a handsome devil.
Remember that. I'm not gonna lie. There you go, Ray Tina. Thundercats. Yes, I had the hots for the Thundercats. As
Gummy
weird as
bears.
that
Thundercats,
sounds.
Tony and I were
yo!
excuse me. Tony and I were just talking about gummy bears the other
Yes,
day. I love gummy
gummy
bears. Okay,
bears
in the chat,
bouncing here
everybody.
and there and everywhere.
For those of you that are familiar with the gummy bears, who was your favorite gummy bear? Mine was Tummy.
Mhm.
I love Tummy Bear.
So cute.
Because there was Grammy, Zummy, Gruffy, Cubby, Sunny, and I love Tummy.
Oh, Voltron!
Tummy, I absolutely love him.
Yes, Voltron! Oh my god! Sorry, not to be so excited. I don't even remember the names of all the gummy bears. Hold on, I gotta look them up. Let's see. Gummy
Yeah,
bears.
I
Good
don't remember
night,
any gummy bears.
Nope, not
Marianne.
Hasbro.
Thank you for joining us,
Good night,
Marianne.
Marianne.
I mean, Thundercats. The thing that I remember most from Thundercats was Snarf,
Snarf, yeah,
Snarf,
Snarf.
Snarf, Snarf, Snarf. But yeah, I love Tummy
See,
Gummy.
we have.
He was. I
Oh,
loved him.
there you go, Gruffy Gummy. We got Gruffy Gummy, Tummy Gummy, Sunny Gummy,
I
Zummy
love
Gummy,
Tummy.
Grammy Bunny. Then you had the bad guys.
Bunny.
I mean, Gummy.
Gummy. Well, then there was. Well, I always
Sir
thought that it was funny
Thornberry,
how.
Chubby Gummy.
Well, there was Duke Igthorn, but the ogres kept calling him Dookie. How appropriate. It's like, yeah, he's Dookie, all right.
Oh man! Oh, Tailspin too. Remember Tailspin? Oh man, I love that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
oh yeah.
do you?
Land of the Lost.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so
Well, the original and the 80s remake.
do you
Yeah.
remember the old school like generic Transformers? They were called the GoBots. Yeah.
Yes.
Or what about?
I
Dude,
had
I
some.
did too.
Yes, the
Oh my
GoBots.
god.
Yeah, they
The
were
scooter was my favorite.
GoBots. GoBots were the store brand.
Yeah, yeah. They were like the greater value Transformers.
Yeah. Now, the funny thing is that Voltron was like the progenitor of Mighty
Power
Morphin
Rangers, yeah.
Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
They totally
they
ripped
totally
off
did.
Voltron.
They totally did. I 100% agree.
See,
Ripped off.
if anybody that's in here is my age, they'll remember Kimba the White Lion.
Yes. Oh my god, I do. My dad talks about even now. It comes up in conversation every once in a while, like
Kimba the White Lion,
where they
and
ripped
then
off the Lion King.
And then there was Marine Boy.
I don't remember Marine Boy.
He had like a dolphin, and he would chew his gum. And when he would chew the gum, it gave him air. And he would like go on adventures in the ocean.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Do you remember? Oh, damn it! What were they called? Centurions. No. So there was three dudes, a redhead chick, and an orangutan, and they hang out in a space station. So they had the three guys. One had like a tank, and then the other guy had like a jetpack kind of armor, and then they had a submarine guy. And whenever there was like battle, like danger or whatever, they beam down into the planet. They beam all their gear down. And they start fighting. Anyway. That was cool. I think that me and my brother are like the only two people in the world that have ever seen that show.
It was a fever dream.
No,
honey.
I swear
It's
to
okay.
gosh.
Right. Well, somebody wrote Inspector
Yes.
Gadget. See,
Penny, I love Penny.
I only watched that show for the dog Brain, because I hated Inspector Gadget because he was
He was
so
an asshole.
painfully
He was
inept.
such an asshole, that guy.
He was inept. He was. I didn't like him at all.
Penny was my
And
favorite.
Johnny
But
Quest.
Pinky and the Brain. What's that?
Johnny Quest.
Yes,
Never
I
watched
love
that.
Johnny Quest.
You
Sim
never
Sim
watched Johnny
Salabim. Is that what it right? Sim Sim Salabim with the little turban.
Yes.
Oh god, that show was great. These shows would be canceled so
If you
hard
mean-
today.
Yes,
Somebody
they
said
would.
Carmen. If you mean Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, that was a cool computer game back in the
Right.
day.
Almost as good as what was it?
Jungle Hunt.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was good. Hong Kong Fooey, yes, Hong Kong Fooey was good. Rainbow Bright,
I remember
love
Hong Kong
the
Fooey.
glowworms. Do you remember the glowworms? Not to be really gay, but yeah, the glowworms were cool and stuff. Yeah,
Tony,
man stuff.
Tony, too late.
Cars
Too
and
late.
football.
Way too late.
Batman. Yeah. So,
And what's the one? Oh, damn it.
Oregon Trail. Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, you've got typhoid. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Secret Squirrel and Morocco Mole.
I remember that. Yes, with his little mask and his freaking trench coat. That was so cool. Oh, we're so.
It was on. It was
Man.
on. What was it on? It was on Bullwinkle.
Oh yeah,
It was on Bullwinkle, and it had like the
Donkey Kong.
the different little things.
Now, that's the thing. I've got like this genetic rejection to anything by Hanna-Barbera.
Really?
I
love the old Hanna-Barbera. Like, what was the name of the big hippo? Oh man, that's gonna drive me bonkers. Maybe it wasn't Hanna-Barbera. I know I grew up on the Looney Tunes and all of them.
Exit stage left.
Oh, I got one for you. Granted, it was a total ripoff, but The Littles.
Oh, I didn't know that, Nessa. I love that, Mr. Peabody and boy. That's great. That was now that I'm older. I don't think they had a very
Mr.
appropriate
Peabody.
relationship, but whatevs.
And there was Aesop's Fables.
Oh, who doesn't love Aesop's Fables? But no, does anybody remember The
Yes,
Littles?
the Littles. Yes.
The thing about The Littles, though, it was a direct ripoff of The Borrowers,
Mhm.
except that they were more mouse-like. They were like anthropomorphized mice that lived in
Yeah,
the
they were
walls.
adorable.
They had like tails and big buck teeth and
They're always stealing your shit.
Hippopotamus? Darth Mom said Peter
Yeah,
Potamus. Is that it?
yes. I think that's what it is.
Yep.
There you
Yes.
go.
I love word. I got it. Hugs.
See, everybody has each other's back. I love this. You guys in the chat, you guys are super duper awesome. I love you. The Littles was sort of like a 1980s ersatz The Borrowers, but I
Mhm.
liked it for what it was.
Did you
know?
did you
What
ever
can you
see
do,
the
right?
Bionic Six? No, that's
I saw the Bionic Man.
no, not the Bionic Man. The Bionic. It's another old cartoon that probably nobody else has ever seen, and it was this family, this mom and dad. They adopted all these kids, and they all are now bionic, and they all have like powers, and they're like saving the world as a multicultural family kind of thing. No,
Oh, wholesome.
I thought it was great. It's so old. It was like back in like the 80s, like late 80s, like mid to late 80s.
Well, see, now they have now we have YouTube family
This is
channels
true. This is true.
where parents exploit their children for views.
Not my circus.
You know, it's like, do something cute or you don't get fed today.
Oh, so sad. So sad.
People
I
do
believe
that.
it. I believe it.
People
This took
do
a dark
that.
turn. Get in the
You know?
closet, kid. Do your damn videos. Don't come out. That's terrible. That's so
George is
that's
a
missed.
jungle.
Yes. Yes. No George is the jungle for that
No.
kid in the closet doing his videos.
I know. No,
No,
George is a jungle.
Watch
for
out
him.
for that tree.
I'll go so far as to say I liked the Jetsons, you know.
Oh, I remember the mask.
You know,
The mask cartoon.
okay, wait. Okay, wait. So Heidi says, I'm so sad that they do not have Saturday morning cartoons like
I
that anymore. Ah, yes,
know.
but now that you're an adult, you can buy DVDs of those series and
Mhm.
watch them whenever the heck you
Yeah.
want to. You know,
I
that's
pop
the
on
advantage.
YouTube every once in a while, and it'll show up on like my recommended old Looney Tunes stuff. Oh my god, dude!
Roadrunner, and Wile E. Coyote were always my favorite.
Acme.
Dude, those shows. Oh, they're like now that I'm older, they're so bad. Oh my god, so bad. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Yes, that's my favorite. I love that. After a few beers, that's great to watch.
And
What was the
Eddie.
yes, Ed. That was that was not a kid appropriate show. I'm just saying. Neither
No.
Ren and Stimpy.
What,
Ed and Eddie. Yeah, no, that was not a good kid show. Now that I'm older, it's like
No, Ren and Stimpy was
no, not
not
at
for
all.
kids.
Mm-mm.
Ren and Stimpy was not for kids
Stimpy,
at
you
all.
idiot!
No.
Oh, sorry, Ren.
Now, and then, how about Rocco's Modern Life?
Oh yeah, that was another good one.
With really, really big
I
man.
remember Doug. I watched Doug.
Of course, Doug. It was Doug Funny,
Patty Mayonnaise,
Skeeter Valentine, Roger Klotz, and their favorite band.
yes, and his girlfriend, Patty Mayonnaise.
Killer Tofu.
Oh, you know the song too? Nice.
When you're feeling
Where'd Matt go?
kind of cruddy, just hang out with your buddy. Ooh,
There you go. Yes.
Killer Tofu.
Schoolhouse Rock. Damn, Bernice, you pulling out all the stops with that Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Matt.
Oh, and his dog.
Yes,
Pork
Chop.
Really
he had a dog.
Like it's really
Hey Arnold with his football head.
What's that?
We call him football head.
I didn't like Hey Arnold. It was too janky.
Oh yeah, Fat Albert, man, I watched that one too.
Fat Albert was in the 70s, I thought.
I remember watching it. I'm on what 80s, baby. Hey.
Matt, you're totally breaking up.
Yeah, that's the only reason I want to get like the Cartoon Network is for like all the anime stuff and all the little like old school cartoons, like nothing in between, like the old stuff that I saw. Oh, Clifford, I love Clifford. I loved his little books too. Those I read when I was a kid.
Those are very popular. Actually,
Yeah, Cat Dog is weird, Darth Mom. I didn't understand anything that just came out of your face, Matt.
Yeah.
Ninja Scrolls.
What were you saying? Pizza Scroll.
No, Ninja Scrolls.
Oh, Ninja Scroll.
Ninja Scroll.
That was good. That was good.
I saw the WWF cartoon. Yeah, I remember those. Oh, and then when Cyndi Lauper did music videos with them in it, with Rowdy Rowd Piper and Lou Albano, Captain Lou Albano. You know, when she did Goonies, you know, Goonies Are Good Enough, that song. She did a video and they were all in it, and it was painfully 80s and bad, but what can you do?
I'm pretty sure Ginger.
In the cage match, and we went inside.
Hey, Matt, try reconnecting because your voice keeps breaking up. If you can try reconnecting, that'd be awesome. Sorry.
He sounds like Megatron.
You know what? It happens. I mean, technical difficulties are nothing
Right?
new around here. I do apologize. But we do what we can.
Yes, I forgot the Harlem Globetrotters had a cartoon. That was so
They did. And
good.
they also did they teamed up with
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo, I
they
think.
did. They did. They did. One of my
All right,
favorite
let's try to get Matt here again.
episodes from Supernatural was when they did the whole Scooby-Doo crossover.
All right, Matt, say something. Matt, say something. Say
I think
something.
you can hear.
It's coming in crinkly.
Yeah, it's crinkly,
Ooh.
really crinkly.
Oh. It could be because you're not near like a good enough connection spot. Well, thank you so much for joining us, though. I loved having you on as per usual.
Bye,
I
Matt.
between the awesome sauce guests and the awesome sauce chat, it's just an awesome sauce kind of
It's
time
gone
around here, and
fast.
I
It's
totally
flown
appreciate all
by.
you guys. Well, when we start talking about our nostalgic stuffs, I mean, it takes 2
Right?
seconds, and like before you know it, it's like we've talked about like this, that, the other, and like I said, yeah, the whole stream is like
All
one
over the
big
place.
tangent.
It's good conversation.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice. It's wholesome with a little bit of innuendo here and there, every now and then for good measure, but it's all good. We're here to have a good
I'm
time.
having a blast.
Well, I really appreciate you coming on
Well,
tonight.
thank
I
you for
really
having
do.
me.
And I consider you, like one of the group, one of the
Yeah.
dudes, one of you're
One of the
good peoples,
guys.
Yeah.
That's a horrible what, Panda? I don't know. Words fly out of my face, Trini, and I'm not entirely sure. That's a horrible what? I don't know.
Oh, the shirt.
Oh, my shirt. Ha, see? It says
shirt.
that's a horrible idea. What time?
Punky
Yes, I
Brewster.
love Punky
Okay, now Punky
Brewster.
Brewster, the show, the live action show, not the animated series.
Yeah, the show. I never watched the cartoon.
The animated series. The cartoon had this weird creature named Glomer, who was sort of like a furry genie who made things happen. Now, the live action show, I loved that as a kid. I mean, granted, she had the most eclectic fashion sense known to man. Even her name was eclectic. Soleo Moonfry. I mean, you can't make that up.
I liked Pippi Longstocking.
But I mean, oh, love that. Well, wait. Did you ever see it was the New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking? That's the only one that I'm
Yeah, that's
really
the only
familiar
one that
with.
I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, I loved that. Used to love that movie with Cornelius and Alfonso and the two disgustingly perfect kids that lived next door to her.
Asshole neighbors.
Oh, darn, we forgot to brush our teeth. Gosh darn.
What is it? The Ned Flanders kids.
Thank you, Sandy. I mean, they were just too. They were too perfect and wholesome. Like wholesome's good, but no, they were too wholesome. It was just like if they said "darn," people would be like, oh, "Clutch those pearls!"
Right? Nessa. Aw.
All right, Matt is sort of back. Let's see. Let's try.
Welcome back, Spider Bro.
Hi again.
Oh, I can see up your nose.
We see London. We see France. Oh, you're not crinkly anymore.
I went completely out.
Emily, I remember Small Wonder. That was such a bad sitcom. It was so bad that it could be construed as good.
The Waltons.
You guys ever watch Small Wonder?
I don't remember
But
that
Small Wonder,
one.
have you ever seen that?
Sounds vaguely familiar.
It was so bad. It was about a guy who created a robot that looked just like a little girl.
'Cause that's not
and that was like
creepy.
the whole like
I did see
that was the whole
I
premise.
did see that.
And her name was
Yeah,
Vicky.
I did see it. Yeah.
Hello, I
Mhm.
am Vicky. And she was like super strong and super smart. And she had like a little panel in her
that
back
popped
that
up.
opened
Yeah.
up and you could see her
Yeah.
gadgetry.
I didn't know that's what it was
And
called.
she was always dressed. It was a red and
Mhm.
white dress. Every episode, she wore the same
Yes,
thing.
every time.
And then one episode, it was like a PSA episode. It was on today's very special episode. And she tried drugs because in the 80s, it was all about the Just Say No movement. And so she tried drugs and she was like flying around and
I don't
walking on
think
the
I saw that
ceiling. She's
one.
like, it's great.
I've never seen Grizzly Adams.
I never saw it
I
either.
saw
But I mean,
Grizzly Adams.
the Small Wonder, it was
Weird Science. Yeah.
painfully bad. Weird Science, of course,
What
that was a great
about
one. Anything
Johnny
by
Sacco and his flying robot?
I didn't see that one.
wait, who did Weird Science? Was it John Hughes?
Who?
Who made the movie Weird Science and The Breakfast Club? Was it John Hughes?
I've
think
never
so.
seen it.
Well, and Pretty in Pink and St. Elmo's Fire and 16
Yeah.
Candles and Ferris
Okay.
Bueller's Day Off. Was that John Hughes? I loved Mr. Belvedere.
Yes.
Loved Mr. Belvedere.
Yes.
Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
So it was John Hughes.
Hi, guys.
Beckers! Hi! Careful driving. Loves.
Always the driver.
I loved
Dri-
Mr. Belvedere because he always put everybody in their place.
I loved Mr.
Yeah, John
Belvedere.
Hughes. Thank you, Ginger
Love
Fox.
John Cusack.
Thank you, thank you.
John Cusack.
You know,
John
I
Cusack and his sister.
well,
I
Joan, I
love
love
Joan Cusack. Oh my God, I love her. Absolutely love her.
She was, I think, perhaps the best in Shameless.
Yeah. Oh,
I loved
yes,
her
I did
character in
too.
Shameless.
I did too. She's
agoraphobic and a
Mhm.
baking freak and a freak in other ways too, but we won't go into that because this is a family-friendly show.
Wasn't she in In and Out also?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
know.
Wasn't she like the bride, I think?
Well, she
Yeah.
was the bride.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
was in 16 Candles. In 16 Candles, she was the one who had the neck
Yes.
brace, and she was trying to get a drink from the water fountain.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Damn. That's right.
And I think it was even before that, she was in a movie called My
I don't think
Bodyguard.
I've seen that one.
And
That was a good movie.
That was an
It-
excellent movie.
Thank
Yes.
you. And it was about this kid who lived with his grandmother and his father in a hotel. His father was the hotel manager. His grandmother, Russ just said that they just had another oven
Oh,
fire. I hope he's okay.
no.
I just got a text.
Oh, no.
It happens all the time where
Really?
he works. Fortunately, he stays out of the ovens most of the time.
Oh, no.
And Ruth Gordon played the grandmother in My Bodyguard, and she was this sassy old lady, who would like hit on married men, and it was hysterical. But it was about this kid who, was at a new school, and Matt Dillon was the bully, and so the protagonist, he hired a bodyguard to keep him away, Matt Dillon, and then of course Matt Dillon got a bodyguard of his own. It was like this game of one-upsmanship, and it was very circa mid 80s or so, but it was good. It had some heartfelt moments to it. It was good
The
stuff.
bodyguard became a great,
Yeah.
big actor.
Yes, he did. And even though he was pretty young, he was, through his career, very handsome guy. In fact, I want to say he was in the show Law and Order,
I think so.
Yes.
or was that somebody else?
No, the lady, the girl from the Goonies is in Law and Order.
Girl from the Goonies.
Martha
No,
Plimpton?
no. Was it the Goonies? Yeah, it was the
The
Goonies.
blonde?
No, the one that's in.
Because the blonde was Martha Plimpton.
No, the one it's in SVU.
It's been years.
I never
It's
watched
been
SVU.
years.
Well, because there was Andy. Andy was the
Hardesty.
the love interest of Bran.
What's her last name? Hardesty.
Hmm? Hargitay.
Yes.
Oh, the main chick?
Hmm?
She wasn't in
I don't
Goonies.
think she was in the Goonies.
No, the one that was in Goonies that played the love interest of Brandon, she was also in the movie Lucas with Corey
Well, I know the
Haim.
little booby trap kid has a movie on Netflix now.
Booby
Yeah,
traps?
I'm
That's what I said.
I'm
I said
pretty
booby
sure it's
traps.
him. He's got
Ricky Schroeder was NYPD Blue, yeah.
NYPD Blue, man. I'm
But
having like
of
high
course,
the
school
same chick.
flashbacks. Little
The kid that
vampire.
played Short Round
Sorry, I don't mean to
in
be so loud.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom was Data from the Goonies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a movie. He's got a movie on I think it's like some kind of assassin, like he's a retired assassin or something, and he gets pulled back. Yeah, the
Data?
little kid.
Yeah.
The guy, the same dude that was in
see that.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. That
see
was
that.
such a crazy, weird movie, but I absolutely loved it.
Is it on?
It's
is
super
it on
weird.
Netflix? Is it
Was
on
it
Netflix?
Hot Dog Fingers?
Good night, Emily.
Good night, Emily.
How about Big Trouble in Little
Oh,
China?
That
Absolutely.
was good.
Painfully dated Kurt Russell movie, but it was
Escape from
fun.
New
I've seen
York.
that so
You know,
many
and
times.
actually-
Oh my god! What'd you say? Escape from New York?
The same actress,
Yes.
the same actress in Big Trouble in Little China. She was in Mannequin.
Oh my god, Mannequin! I haven't seen that in years. Holy crap!
Montrose,
That movie,
Hollywood.
dude. That movie messed me up every time I went back to they had the mannequins. It's like, I know what you do at night, bitch. Like, that was so creepy.
I loved
My
Hollywood.
Stepmom's
though.
an Alien. Do you remember that one with Kim Basinger? Yes,
Of
I
course.
love Kim Basinger. Even
Yes.
now, she's hot.
I could have a banquet on
Yeah.
this block, you know, drinking all the
Yes,
batteries.
I love her.
You know,
Even now, she's hot. Like, God, the last movie I
What
saw
was
was
the
like
one with the kids on the
Cellular or
island?
something. I
Oh.
think it was with Cellular. Had what's his name? Daredevil in it. What's his name?
good night, Tammy. Thank you for
What
joining.
was,
Good night,
what
Tammy.
was
Have a
that
good
movie?
weekend.
What was the movie? The kids, there's like a bunch of boys, and they're on an island, and they kill the fat kid.
Oh, Florida.
Lord of the
Yes,
Flies.
yes. That movie.
There were two
Ooh.
versions of it. The first one was in
I
black and
saw
white,
both.
and then there was also a 1980s
80s one.
movie. And it was in the 1980s because they were saying, I wonder what Alf is up to on TV tonight.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah. They
mentioned
do.
Alf,
They do.
which was like a very 1980s reference. Thank you, Ginger. The conversation, it is one big tangent. It's a
a
web
mess.
of
It is a
tangents.
mess.
Well,
But it's
I'm having a
fun.
the
good
one
We're
from
time.
the
having a good
80s
time
is
here.
Wilson.
Oh, Wilson.
Wilson.
Oh, wasn't the 80s. That was
I thought it was in the
Tom
80s.
Hanks.
Oh, the 90s.
No,
Yeah.
That was the
No,
90s.
I thought it was. I
no.
thought
That
it
was
was.
Yeah, that was
Castaway. That was
Castaway.
Tom
Yeah.
Hanks.
I thought that was late 80s.
No,
That-
90s.
No,
That was
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
Oops.
That was 90s, definitely.
Wilson.
Because I remember when I worked at Blockbuster, they were giving out, it was Wilson antenna toppers at Blockbuster.
Yes, Barbara Jean. Yeah, that's Mariska Haggerty is Michael's lady crush.
The dark,
Yes, he is in
the
love with
dark
her.
crystal.
We already did the Dark Crystal.
Yeah, ask Michael. Mariska Haggerty. That's his lady crush. Like, if she pulled up and was like, "I need to use the phone," he'd be
Yeah.
like, "Tony, get out."
Well, I mean, somebody just said Gilligan's Island.
Yeah,
The professor was such a,
Oh my gosh.
you know, like all the rest of the guys on the island's like, just go. But
Just
no,
go.
the professor, you know, but the thing is, if he was so smart, how come he could figure out how to make like a radio out of coconuts, but he couldn't fix a hole in a boat?
Yeah.
Figure out a
Oh,
boat.
yeah. What about the Beverly Hillbillies? Oh,
Never
dude,
got
I
into
love
them.
the Beverly Hillbillies. Grandma was my favorite. Oh, I
No.
loved her so much. I love them.
No, I mean, Granny was cool, but other than that, you know.
And the black and white Addams
Yes.
family.
Good night, Leslie.
Addams
Yeah,
family
they
were
were
awesome.
great. They were awesome.
Andy
But the thing is, with
And
the
the
Addams
Andy Griffith
family,
Show.
the kids were lifeless. in the Addams Family,
Well,
the
that was
TV
kind of the
show.
point, though.
That girl.
You know, but there is a really
What was one that
cool.
was Farrah Fawcett
There's like
again?
really cool bit of dancing with Wednesday doing the frug, and she's dancing and she's really getting into the groove, and then Lurch tries to do it too, and they often take that footage and they mix it with like techno goth music, and then there's little Wednesday doing the little do. You
I
know,
don't think I've seen that.
I'll see if I can find
Charlie's
something for you later.
Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels.
Okay, yeah, I
Never really
watched
got into
that.
that.
My mom was a diehard. She never missed her Charlie's Angels. She never missed her Charlie's Angels.
Well, I mean, Bewitched was good.
Bewitched was
Bewitched.
good. I remember watching that whenever I was homesick.
That's one mother-in-law you don't want to
Yep,
piss off.
I'd watch Bewitched.
Dragnet.
I never watched Dragnet. Never watched Dragnet. But I remember
neither.
watching the Bewitched.
Or Falcon.
The Who?
Falcon
Didn't watch that
Crest.
one.
Falcon Crest.
Never watched that one either.
You don't watch
Mm-mm.
Falcon Crest?
That's
You're
older.
dating
Oh
yourself,
my
dude. I'm
God.
sorry. We don't know.
Falcon.
Falcon Crest, Dallas.
My mom watched Dallas. She liked her Dallas. She loved her novellas. Like she really did.
My mom was Days
Yes,
of Our
Days of Our
Lives.
Lives.
Days of Our Lives was my
General
mom.
Hospital. And then
All
yes,
My Children.
All My
Guiding
Children.
Light.
I used to love the game shows too. Back in the 80s, the
Yes,
game
Price
shows.
is Right. I'm so
Love
sick
those.
of Price is Right now. Oh my God. Like no offense to Drew
Yeah.
Carey, but bro. Oh yes,
Bob
yes.
Barker.
I miss Bob Barker.
Give me Bob Barker.
I miss Bob.
Yes.
Have you spayed and neutered your pets?
He had a quiet dignity.
And Jeopardy.
Dude, I love Jeopardy. I love Jeopardy, man. I'm terrible, but I love it. You know, I remember my stepdad.
It's
My
good stuff. It's
stepdad
brain
watched.
food.
He like DVR'd an episode, and it was like getting all these answers right when we were watching. We're
Oh.
like, "How do you know all this stuff?" Freaking cheater.
I've heard of people doing that.
All right.
Sneaky,
Well, hey, I
sneaky.
don't want to be rude, but I'm going to head out. I'm getting a little hungry.
Well, it's totally fine. It's been 2 hours. It's totally fine. Because I was thinking, it's like, it's 2
It's
hours.
been a fast 2 hours.
But listen, everybody, seriously, it's been a fabulous 2 hours. And I want to thank both of you so much for joining me today. And everybody in the
Thank you
chat,
for having me.
thank you so much
It's
for all
always
of your
a blast.
support and
It's
the
always a
memberships
blast
and
to
the
hang
love
out
and
with
the
you guys.
comments. Thank you,
Don't
everybody.
forget
You guys are
everybody.
all
Don't forget
awesome.
everybody in chat. Go to the comments and tell Craig to get his book stuff going. Let's get him. Let's
Tell him
there
to
you
get
go.
on the
Let's get him
children's
to
book.
check off something off his bucket
Okay.
list. Add more to his plate.
And everybody go check out Matt the Rockin' Crocheter's channel, because I would love to see some of his more recent artwork. And tomorrow night, if schedule is still consistent, everybody tomorrow night, go check out PandaMoniumExpress. Go check out his channel and show the love, show the support, because he's going to be live and he's going to be screaming his little potato head off, running and hiding from aliens. You know, he's an absolute hoot.
I'm
Check him
telling you
out.
that alien likes Puerto
I
Rican
have
food.
to agree. He
Oh,
totally does.
Yes, he likes the tamales. So listen, everybody, go there tomorrow night and show your love. And you guys know what to do until next time, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay stitching, stay safe, take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great
Good
day,
night,
everybody.